my goodness. Oh my goodness. Welcome to, what month is this? July. Welcome to July.
That's such a good start. Hi, everyone. We don't know what month it is, but welcome anyways.
I don't know what day of the week it is. This whole week have been all kinds of topsy-turvy, so.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know what month or day it is either, but it's just funny the way that came across. I was like, such a good way to start the video.
I feel like part of me is like, we need to do, we've joked about this in the past, about you and I just need to do a podcast, and I'm sure it would be hilarious.
We do.
But
we for sure do.
There's some like before and after tidbits when we start this live that sometimes I feel it makes me think that even more. Like, we just need to throw this behind the scenes information out there.
Should. More the after, less the before. Because we only hop on a few minutes before.
Yeah, well, that depends on the season. We have hopped on earlier to discuss things, but like in the middle of and we'll talk about this a little bit here in a minute, but like in the middle of the challenge is a little bit like less going on than at the beginning and the end of the challenge when we have all the announcements and things. So
yeah.
It does depend a little bit. But anyway, welcome. I just said it. July. It's January. It's not January, guys. It's July. Welcome to the July challenge.
Yes, welcome.
Is making cookies. That sounds delightful.
I thought I was in the chat. I was on the wrong tab. So I was like, what are you seeing? It says start the conversation. This is our private chat. I was in the wrong chat.
Oh, no. Yes, Catherine is making cookies.
Hi, Catherine.
Delightful. I am living with my grandparents in North Carolina tomorrow. So I am packing today and then driving all day tomorrow. So making cookies sounds delightful. And is not what I will be doing with my time today, unfortunately. Although I was at the store yesterday and I almost bought cookies, and I was like, when are you going to make them? So
that's fair.
Here we go.
You could have baked them today to take on your trip with you tomorrow.
I could have, but hear me out. There's like a 50% chance when I get there, Nana's going to have cookies baking. Like, so I could just wait and eat Nana's cookies.
That's true. Those are probably better cookies anyways.
She does the Toll House store-bought cookies, but they're delicious.
Okay.
She puts little pecans on top of them, and Anyway, reading. All right, we've stalled. We try to chit-chat a little bit in the beginning to give people a minute to show up because the notifications go out and whatnot. But anywho, we don't have, I think, any announcements, but we have the encouragement that you are partway through the challenge, and sometimes the summer is either a really good time to read, as you'll see for one of us, because it's summer, or it's
for a really bad time, which you'll see for one of us.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the summer for a lot of people. And whatever boat you're in, whatever in-between stage you're at, is fine.
It's fine.
We did not design this challenge. In fact, we very specifically designed this challenge not to be something that would provide pressure on you in like a perfectionistic way. It's not what we want. But we're here to hold you accountable and to share what we read this month and to say, keep reading. The challenge is not over yet. We are getting through the summer. After the summer comes the fall, and in the fall is when we start getting more things like prize updates, wrapping up how things like that work. So yeah, quick reminder, the challenge does end November 30th officially, not December 31st. So if you're like tracking your goals for the year, keep in mind that we are getting a little bit closer to the end. It will come up a little bit faster than it feels like it will. So, okay. With that said, as Heather says, I finally finished a lot of books.
Yay, Heather.
Let's see, she says she read Little Women, the Little Women devotional, the Mother-Daughter Book Club, because of the Mother-Daughter Book Club. That's cool. And she watched the adaptation of it. Ooh.
That's fun.
Very strong thoughts about Little Women, mostly aggressive ones, but that's fine.
Yeah, she does. She really hates it, but I enjoy it. I'm with you, Heather. It's okay.
I did So every year when I go to visit my grandparents, my grandpa and I go on an annual book date. This will be our 18th year doing this, which is
exciting.
over half my life at this point. Almost 2/3 of my life. Not quite there, but we're getting there. And so I made my little list out on a piece of paper earlier. And I was like, or when I go to the bookstore, I don't always get everything on the list, but just that way, because I do a lot of browsing, but that way I go in and be like, what's something I do want to look for? And ironically, one thing that is on that list is like the children's nice gilded page edition of Little Women, because it is a classic. I do own it. And if I'm going to own it, I want a pretty copy of it. So I might buy that this year, depending on what else is there. We'll see.
That's fair.
But I will glare at it every time. All right, Cassie, how many books, drumroll, did you read this month?
Do you want to take a guess at how poorly I read this month?
Greatly looking forward to this. And you know your friends by the people that laugh at you when you fall down and then help you up. This is that moment for me, because I swear, and we're going to have to look this up and confirm this for you guys next month, but we've been doing this challenge for 3 years now. This is our 4th year doing this. From the very beginning, like day one, I'm pretty sure Cassie has like consistently read more books a month than I have every month for the last 3.5 years. I don't, like, maybe month 1 or 2. I don't know. I doubt it. And I think this may be, I feel like I deserve a prize. This may be the first time I have beat you. I don't even know how many books you've read. I just know and this is going to be a real letdown if you have read more than me.
I don't think, well, in terms of novels, I read more novels than you did, but
yes.
I read you want to take a guess how many books I read?
5.
No.
2. My first guess was 2, but I didn't want to go that low. Okay. Oh, I am not celebrating joy in your misery.
And I guess technically one of them's a novella because it's middle grade, so it's shorter.
It's a middle grade novel. Totally counts. I will also say I had a 2-book month in February. So, like,
no judgment.
No judgment whatsoever. I'm just guys, we're both competitive. She always beats me. And this challenge was my plan, my idea from the start. Like, anyways.
I mean, I think I burned myself the heck out when I read 31 books the month prior. Yeah. So I think when June came, I was like, I'm sick of books. I need them.
And that's important. Like, we have reading frenzies, we have reading slumps, we have lulls, we have the high seasons and the low seasons. And it's important to know that, like, that's a rhythm and that's totally normal. So, like, if you have a low month, I would wager you were doing a lot of other things this month. Like, it just,
I was
come and go, and like that's.
I was writing a novel, so.
How many words did you get written in the past month, Cassie? Tell us that.
54,000 words.
So she read 2 novels and she wrote a novel is basically what happened.
Yeah.
So just, we share these kinds of details about what we're experiencing because we want you guys to be encouraged. Like, it's okay if you have a low reading month. It's totally fine. Yeah. The goal is to prioritize reading because it's fun for you, not because it's some rigid rule that if you legalistically don't do it, like, you're going to, I don't know, lose your salvation or something. That's not how this works. So anyway, what are the 2 books that you read, Cassie?
I read Broken Bonds by E.A. Winters, which is a book 2 in the Dragon's Kiss series. I don't know if that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. The series. I know that the title is Broken Bonds. I do know that it's on here. And then the second one is I Survived the American Revolution in 1776.
I've actually read any of the I Survived books.
That was the middle grade novel.
That's fun. Okay, which one was your favorite of them?
Broken Bonds. I actually did not enjoy the I Survived the American Revolution as much as I thought I would. Oh. It wasn't terrible, but it was, I guess, it wasn't what I expected it to be. And it was like, I thought it would like span. Now, this is my fault because apparently the I Survived books are this way. I didn't know that, but I thought it would span a little more of the American Revolution, but it literally only lasted 1 battle. And I was like, that's it? He ran away at the end and was like, He went home. He was too young to be enlisted in the first place. So why he was there, I don't know. I do know. There's a reason. But anyway, like, I read the book. I know why he was there. But, like, then he was like, yeah, I'm too young to fight in this war. And then he leaves. And I'm like, okay.
It was for education purposes, so that the readers would get to experience.
Yes. So it wasn't bad. It just was not what I was anticipating, and so it felt like a letdown. But all of the books are like that, where they take just a snippet of whatever the historical event is of the book, and that's what it focuses on. So it's very much a novella-esque thing anyways. Yeah. But I was trying to read. I actually started 2 other American Revolution books because I was like, it's America's 250th. Like, yeah, we're on theme here. Did I finish them? No, I did not.
That's okay. You can finish them this month. Yeah. So yeah. I love that. Okay. I've always been curious about those. So what about favorite of the year? Does Broken Bones make the contending list?
No, it's still really good. I really love it. I'm already starting book 3. By starting, I listened to like 30 minutes of it. It's fine. I've also read 0 books so far. No, it's not true. I've read 2 books this month so far.
Okay, so you're on par with last month.
Yeah.
No, we go up from here. So what would you say maybe, what are you considering for favorite of the year?
I still think, I'm trying to remember what I had on here. I think, what's that one book called? Divine Rivals.
Oh, that one does coming up.
I think that one's still a favorite. And then there was another one that I can't remember what was in the running, but there was another one. I'm looking over at my second screen to look at my book list.
Everyone's
I don't remember what it was, but I do think Divine Rivals is still way up there.
What was something that was delightful or surprising this month?
It's really hard to say. There wasn't a whole lot of reading happening.
Joy.
Writing brought me joy.
Okay, we'll go with that. That's story related.
It is. I am in love with the story that I'm writing, which may be a little conceited to say. I don't know, but
I think the love has to start with you. Otherwise, if you don't love your story, nobody's going to.
That's true. That's true. But I am in love with the story. I love these characters, and that was delightful. I got the idea of sitting in church. It had nothing to do with anything the pastor was saying, by the way.
That's how it works sometimes.
I was telling one of my friends, she was there for that sermon, and she was like, I'm trying to figure out what in that sermon sparked this idea. I was like, oh, it has nothing to do with this sermon. Nothing at all to do with this sermon. I genuinely have no idea where this came from. And if I told you what sparked the idea, you would also be like, where did that come from? Because there's a specific thing that sparked it, but like, there's no reason that thing should have appeared in church. But yeah.
You know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Okay?
He does. So that was my delightful for the month.
What was challenging or difficult?
Reading was. It was challenging because I wanted to. Actually, what I'd say would be challenging. Get down, please, buddy. What I'd say was challenging was I didn't make any progress on the Bookopoly board, which here's a.
But to be fair, you crushed it the last 6 months, so still ahead of the curve.
That's true, but I think that also stalled me out because the book I had to read next. Pepper, stop, please. The book I had to read next was a physical read, which always slows me down. And then on top of the fact, the times that I would have been reading at night were times that I was writing instead because that felt way more fun. And so, I feel like that also, stalled me out reading in other areas. Because I was like, until I make progress here, I felt like I couldn't make progress elsewhere. You know, until I finished reading this book, I couldn't make more progress. And which is a total lie. But it's the way it felt, you know, Yeah. So I finally finished that in July. So we'll talk about it later.
That reminds me, the question in the Marco Polo that you didn't answer that I forgot to re-ask was what you thought of that book.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
We'll have to get back to
tell you after.
Yes.
Or next time.
I did want to pop in real quick. Heather says that she listens to the audiobook of Wonder. Is it Wonder or Wonder Spark? Wonder, Spark. Because Wonder is a different book. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this Wonder Spark is a different book or if you're saying Wonder and a book called Spark, but Wonder is a great book. Do recommend that one. That one's really fun. Anyway, I love that that's been your favorite of the year so far. And I think that that's really cool. Also, Heather mentioned that she's reading the graphic novel Ink Girls, The Beauty of Darkness, Sunrise and I've heard Sunrise and the Reaping is good.
The Beauty of Darkness.
Okay, so it's two separate books.
We're gonna have to talk about it.
The Beauty of Darkness that's the third one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get the second and third titles mixed up a little bit in my head. I need to reread book 2 and 3.
I kind of want to reread that series. I never finished the 4th and the 5th book, did I?
Okay, so those are, but it's like the selection where it's originally a trilogy and then there's a duology after it.
Right.
So it's a little misleading.
I still want to finish that.
I never read 4 and 5 because they didn't exist when I read the trilogy. So I did buy book 4, but I've only reread book 1 yet. So
okay.
Also, Keeper of the Lost Cities.
I still have not read the second book.
Oh, I thought you were on book 3. Are you on book 2?
I'm on book 2, girl. I'm on book 2. We did not make it to book 3. We have not made it to book 3 yet.
And I have more thoughts on book 2. Now, it's funny that you're in book 2 because when I finished book 7, I had different thoughts about book 2 than I had before I finished book 7. So, I love that things tie back together. Yes, the Remnant Chronicles are fun. I do enjoy them. They're definitely check for content. Some people aren't as comfortable with the content in those necessarily. So there's some mild content in there. Anywho, okay. I read, how many did I read?
More than me.
11.
Girl, that's amazing.
Book 1 of Keeper. Read it. Enjoy it. Soak in it. Love it. Okay. That's my Keeper.
It was a good one.
It is, and it gets better.
It's my favorite one.
It's the only one you finished.
I know.
I will say, so typically what happens is people love book 1, and like in a trilogy, and book 2 is the slump, and then book 3 is good, right? I have not found that to be true with Keeper. I have enjoyed each subsequent Keeper book more and more and more. And I have thoughts on book 7, but we'll get there next month because it's technically a July read. But anywho. Okay. So I read The Archer's Cup. It was a reread. As well as, and I'm not going in order here, the Black Star trilogy. So there's the Black Star of Kingston, the Wreck and Rise of Whitsun Mariner, and Prince Lander in the Dragon War. So these, I was rereading these for a work project that I had. So I read those middle grade novels. And, I forgot about this one. I also read The Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson, book 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess technically I read 2 novels besides the middle grade. I mean, Percy Jackson is middle grade, but these are little books. You know what I mean? They're little books. So yeah, Sea of Monsters. I don't own, so I can't show that to you. Sorry. Yes, and I'm reading it for the first time, and I'm behind the times. I did not read Percy Jackson as a kid. My sister did, and she loved him, and she's been trying to get me to read them for an eternity. So I'm finally reading them. And then I read a writing craft book, How to Write a Novel Using the Snowflake Method, which I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I still need to read that.
Much more than I thought I would. I think it's gonna be a much quicker read than you think, which is what I thought it was gonna be a dense and slow craft. No, it's a fable. It's like a business fable, so it went really quickly. I really enjoyed it. Okay, and then I made progress on my Magic Treehouse annual goal that I've got going. I technically read 4 of them, but the one book in the series I don't own is one of the 4. So Dolphins at Daybreak, which was one of my, it was tied for favorite as a kid. This one, and I also loved the Revolutionary War one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The Civil War on Sunday, Twisters on Tuesday, and Earthquakes, whatever the Earthquake one is. Those 4, that set of 4 was my favorite. Which I'm about to get to. I'm so excited. Ghost Town at Sundown was a new one. I'd never read this one before, and I really enjoyed it. It was just delightful and fun and adventurous. A lot of these are like she does a really good job of balancing mystery with adventure, with action, and with like the kids are in danger and they need help, like they need to be saved or whatever. And I think the Ghost Town at Sundown one just felt like the richness of the Wild Wild West setting was really beautiful and cool. Lions at Lunchtime was another new one that I'd never read. Went to the safari. And then the last one is called Polar Bears Past Bedtime, which has a really pretty cover where they go to the Arctic and there's like the pretty kind of sunsetty northerny lights kind of background. So I need to get my hands on a copy of that. But I read those 4, so I got to read that whole set, which was delightful. And then the last book, I think that's the last one, is I reread The Unraveling of Inland Elaine, and I wanted to.
And you have the really cool version.
My very pretty copy that I got. I talked to Lindsay at Realm Makers a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "The one for book 2 is so pretty." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I need it to complete my set. Can I just buy it from you?"
What'd she say?
I think she's planning on doing a giveaway with it, but she was like, "Oh, but you need the set," and I was like, "Yeah, I know." So anyway, that's what I read, and my favorite of the month was Emlyn. Reread it, even though it was a reread, it was delightful, and I absolutely loved it.
I love Emlyn. I can't wait for you to read Camille because we got to talk about Camille.
I've started it.
I know,
like 32 pages in,
but it's been so long since I read it that I couldn't tell you like things that happen in order. So you have to finish it before we can talk about it.
Oh, that's fair.
Because I don't want to spoil anything on accident. Because again, I don't remember exactly when certain reveals happen. So I'm like,
right. Well, I've heard a lot of people say that book 2 is better than book 1, which is
I enjoyed it so much. Like I loved book 1. Don't get me wrong. Book 1 was amazing, but book 2, perfection.
Drive safely, Heather. Yes.
Oh yes, drive safely.
So, anywho, I really enjoyed book 1. The first time I read it, I think it was the favorite of the year last year, or it was tied for favorite of the year with Sea and Smoke or something like that, probably.
Yeah. I think you did Sea and Smoke, and I did Emlyn.
Yeah, because we were both talking about doing Emlyn, so we decided to switch it up so that we could give 2 different. That's right. Same thing happened with Recorder and Fire and Ash. Those 2 tied for favorite of the year for me that year. Anywho, I think it's in the running for favorite of the year, but I really have a hard time picking a reread as the favorite of the year. So,
but wait till you finish Camille. You might still be like,
it is possible. I would say, I'm not saying it's not in the running, but I will say that Karabos is still like a really it is above it.
I can't wait to read that one.
It's my favorite of the year so far. It really is. It was delightful. Rereading Emlyn, I'm like, but Emlyn is so good. But Karabos was fantastic. So, that would be where I'd go for a favorite of the year. Is still like Karabos is.
I'm gonna go to her release party. Like I'm gonna have to.
That's right. You're not far,
dude. We live in the same town.
I forgot about that.
She lives here.
I said hi. I got to meet her for the first time at Realm Makers this year, and we're like setting up the booth, and so we were like adjacent for a little while, getting things done. And at a point when things like lulled, she's like, "I don't know if I've met you yet." Hi. But I got to proofread her book, which was delightful and wonderful, and it was so good. It was so good.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Chaos Grid. I still need to read the second book. I don't own any of her books.
I bought the Chaos Grid. It's right there. You can't see it far away, but I did buy it. Book 2 won an award this year. I didn't buy book 2 yet, even though I'm sure I'm going to want it after the end of book 1.
You will.
Because I bought book 1 in softcover, and book 2 is not in softcover yet.
Oh.
But it's been about a year since it came out, I think.
Girl, so here's the thing.
Here's
the thing. It ends, book 1 ends on a cliffhanger. And you will want book 2. And here's the problem. When I read book 1, there wasn't going to be a book 2.
I heard that. It was originally a standalone.
It was a standalone, which I then said, how on earth could you make this a standalone? Like, it ends on a freaking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Think Morgan Bussey, like, which one was that called?
Blood Secrets and Secrets in the Mist.
Mm-hmm. That one. Mm-hmm. Think that.
I know exactly what you're
Think that. And I was like, I need book 2. It's not out yet. And I went to go look to see when it was out. And then it was like, we just signed her to do a book 2. And I was like, what do you mean you just signed? There should have already been a book 2 in the works.
Yeah. Well, it was published last July. So I'm hoping that means the paperback will come out sometime very soon. Then I can go ahead and buy it.
Might have some information on that. We can talk offline.
We should talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Something that was difficult or challenging. Honestly, I kind of feel like the inverse of you a little bit. Like the whole last 6 months have been such a whirlwind of chaos and craziness and challenge. And this month, I actually felt like I was making traction. In some, like I read lots of little things, yes, but like it was fun things. I was reading fun things. This was the first month I didn't have a work read, other than like the middle grade rereads. But like I didn't have an edit this past month. This is the first month I've not had an edit project. Well, that's not entirely true. I did have an edit, but it was a much lower pressure edit than some of the other edits I've been doing. But I've had like an edit every month several edits in some months this year. And so it's been a little bit different than like last year. I had a couple edits in the year, and this year I've had like at least one, if not 2 edits a month for the last 6 months. It's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining about that, but when I'm editing, I read less for personal like reading. It's my editing brain and my reading brain don't usually jive very well, depending on the type of edit, because I do a couple of different types of edit too. So this I didn't really feel super challenged in June. I had the I attended Realmakers, and so there wasn't as much reading time for that, but like it really felt like a month where I got to read for fun, which was really nice. So that was delightful. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's all I got.
That was quick today.
Yes. We hope that you guys are enjoying it. I'm trying to think. I don't think that there are any announcements. Cassie and I are starting to talk about the short story for the reading prize. Summer is usually when we get together and start talking about plotting that out. We have lots of things that we want to do with that, and so I'm excited to see where that goes. If you haven't read the first 3, they are standalone, so you don't have to have read them to read the 4th one, but we do like to put lots of Easter eggs and references back to the previous ones, so
yes,
check those out.
Yes.
Yeah, keep tracking your reading, and then we'll start talking about how to redeem your prizes in the fall and whatnot. So yeah, low announcement month. Hopefully, you guys have fun summer plans. You get to enjoy the sunshine.
Hopefully, I can keep making progress on this.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I can show that real quick. I did make a little bit of progress on mine. It's hard to see the colors.
I know the way you colored yours. It's hard to see it.
What I was thinking about doing was going ahead and doing the whole square, but it hurts my soul because it's supposed to be the top.
I know.
Whatever.
But like, see how people can actually see this one.
I almost have a Monopoly. One more yellow card.
Nice. Do I have any Monopolies? Oh, I have 1 Monopoly.
So you probably do.
I have 3 Monopolies.
I was going to say, you're almost done with your board. There's no way you don't. So, anywho, yeah, I've got these 2 red ones. I
have an expensive Monopoly.
You got Park Place. I've done the Go challenge. So, anywho, I did make a little bit of progress on that. And I'm planning to make more progress on it this month. But we'll see what happens.
I'm lucky because my next 3 reads are a new author to me, a children's book, which should take 5 seconds, and then a TBR read.
Book is not the same as picture book. You have to think through that, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think like elementary level.
Yeah. I have a lot of those because
I know.
I'm working with kids who can't read very well.
That'll be fun to pick one out. So, all right. That's all we got. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a little under a month. We did this one late this month because of Independence Day. Happy Independence Day. Also happy Canada Day to our Canadian friends because that's the same week as Independence Day. Fun fact. Yeah, we'll see you. I know some of you are going off to conferences. There's a couple in August. Cassie, that's an announcement we have. Cassie is speaking. When are you speaking?
Yes, I forgot. Thank you. I'm supposed to be promoting that. It's this month, the 20th and the 21st.
For any of you who are writers, and not all of you are, but for any of you who are writers, Cassie has 2 sessions that she's speaking at this month.
Yes, and the conference is free. One of my sessions is a premium session, so you have to pay for that, but the other session's free. Conference itself is free unless you want any of the premium stuff. And we'll send that out in the email so that you guys can click the link. I have an affiliate link, which would be super helpful if you would use that. That would be really great if you go premium. But yeah. Thank you for reminding me. I'm supposed to be doing my slides. Have I started those? Nope.
Oops. I knew there was something that I was like, I swear we could just stop here, but there's something in the back of my brain that goes, there's something you're forgetting.
Yeah. So, I'm glad you remembered because I was supposed to promote that. I did put it in my email.
I saw that.
I almost forgot, but I put it in there.
I did see that. Yes.
So, yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys in a month. Keep reading. If you have reading slump, go do life. Take a walk, listen to some music, watch a movie, chat with a friend, bake cookies, do the things.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the things.
We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.